Before we can start using C# for Godot, we need to download the .NET SDK, and you can download from right here from the website. Make sure to download the latest stable release. We also need a version of the Visual Studio Code editor. You can download it right here. And last but not least, we need the Godot engine. But for the correct version, godotengine.net. Once you download everything, make sure to install them. Start with the SDK. For Godot, you don't need to install it, you can just extract it like always. And now open Godot. Just create a project and call it whatever. We only want to change the editor settings, we are not doing much in this project. Search for .NET editor, external editor, set it to Visual Studio Code. When we now create the script, make sure to select C# for the language. And now, instead of using the Godot editor, you jump straight to Visual Studio Code and you can type your code right here. We can also configure debugging. So we can use the built-in debugger from Visual Studio Code to debug the code and start Godot right from here. So to make it work, we first have to install an extension that's called C# Tools for Godot. I already installed it. Just make sure to, I can uninstall it and install again. Not changing much for me. We need a folder called VsCode right here inside. And inside this folder, we need 2 files according to the documentation. And for once, it's the launch.json. We can just copy it from the website. Creating launch.json. And right here we have a placeholder value. We need the path to our Godot installation. In my case, it's right on the desktop. I'm copying the path. So next we need tasks.json. And we can copy it as well from here. Okay, now when we run this script, let's hit run debug play. Okay, there's no main scene defined in the project. You have to do it once in Godot. Select current. And now we can start it from here. And when you want to debug it, you can just make a breakpoint, run again, and it's stopping on the breakpoint. And now what I could do is evaluate the expression like this. And it's evaluating to hello world. Okay, so now some things I like to use personally, but you don't need to install them. I like to use the plugin called Excalidraw. To start Excalidraw, you can just press F1 and type in Excalidraw, and then it's already coming. And you could, for example, in this tool, make some state machines. Just like this, and maybe from idle to moving, for example. And expand on it however you want. Like, it's a very easy to use tool. And what I like about this tool is because it is saved in my project. I don't have to keep track where my sketches are, where my drawings are, and when I have something in my head, I can just sketch it down and have it right here in my project. When I save it, it gets saved as an .excalidraw file. Like, for example, concept. And now it's just, I don't want that. I already got my concept, and now I can close it, Close this one as well. And whenever I need to look at it, I can just open the concept. Another extension I really like is the Kanban extension for Visual Studio Code. Same as before, to open the extension, we press F1 and open the Kanban. And you probably know what a Kanban board is. It's just like a to-do list with to do, doing, and done. And why I like to use it is, again, it's inside my project. I don't have to keep track where my boards are and manage for myself where the things are sorted. It's all inbound in the project, and like when I have to do a state mission, I can just write it out there, and when I need a save system, I can just write it right there. And maybe I'm now working on a save system, and when I'm done, I can put it there, and after time I can just clear it all. And one big benefit of this extension workflow for me personally is the file is saved, and it will be committed to my repository for Git. So even when I lose all my data on my disk, I have access to this, to my Kanban and my drawings and my concepts. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and a subscription. Also, if you're interested in learning game dev, go check out my book.